Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I have a cute box. This is one that's been requested of me, and it's 2.5 inches. No, it's not. It's 2.25 by 2.25 by 2 3/8 of an inch, which is 5.5 by 5.5 by 5 3/4 of centimetre, and it opens like this, and it is so cute, and I love it. And I think this is very girly and very pretty, but it's using the Kaleidoscope Designer Series paper. I'm going to bring it in because I will be very honest and say that when I looked at it in the catalogue I thought, yeah, I'm never going to use that. How on earth would I use that? I'm not a scrapbooker, and it just looks like it's crazy scrapbook kind of big size and big swirly patterns. But actually, when you take it out of the pack and you start separating the elements and using pages individually, it is fabulous. And if you're on my Facebook page, you will have seen that I made 20 odd post-it pouches the other day using only this. And I have to say they look pretty awesome, and I think the people who liked and commented thought so too. So it's when you take these away from the rest of them that you can see that they're pretty amazing. I mean, this one, you know, we've got black stripes, great on a notebook, great on a manly card. But this one, when you've got it all mixed in with everything else, it's like, oh, it's too much. But look at it, it's so cute against that. So, putting those away, I'm going to show you how to make this box. And I'm sorry, I just wanted to up the cause for the Kaleidoscope paper, because I think so many people have gone, oh, it's not for me. And sometimes you just have to trust your instincts, or trust me, and know that it's really quite lovely. Anyway, back to the box build. So, 9 inches by 7 inches, which is 23.5 centimetres by 19 centimetres. And with the long side at the top, you score it at 2 1/8 of an inch, 4 1/4, 6 3/8 of an inch, and 8.5 inches, and in metric that's 5.5 centimetres, 11, 16.5 and 22, and then you turn it round, you score it again at 2 1/8 of an inch, and then at 4 3/8 of an inch, and again for a final time at 6.5 inches, and in metric you're going to score it at 5.5, 11.5 and 17 centimetres. Right, so I'm not going to put the Designer Series paper on just yet because I want to fold and score and cut and trim and all that sort of stuff. So you fold your score lines, and this is the Naturals white cardstock. So you can see on the original one I used strawberry slush cardstock, which is the colour that's in the pink colour that's in the DSP. But I'm doing an alternate version of this, and actually the DSP pattern that I'm going to use is all coloured, so I wanted a whiter background. And this stuff is brilliant for making boxes, really is. So, okay, so if we take it so that we've got the squares in 3 rows going up, we want to lose this one here for starters. So grab a pair of scissors. So we need to get rid of that one, and then we need to get rid of all 4 of those that are above it in the corner. So all of those have got to go. Say goodbye to them. Let's just chop them out. Okay, so they're all gone. Then we need to cut down these here. So I'm just going to turn them around. And then this section here, the middle one, is actually what's going to be tucking in. So we want to keep that line very straight, and then notch in, not a huge amount, but enough really that we get a nice good close, but actually on both sides, because these are the kind of flaps that they're going to stop whatever's inside popping out. It's just extra kind of reinforcement. And then cut across there, doesn't matter where, about halfway will do. And that, as you can see, is that section there. Right, get rid of all of those. And then this section here, this is going to build the bottom. So this is a more familiar box that you'll have seen me make before, just cutting straight up the lines. So that is the box cut. Can you see that? Shall I put that against the scoring board so you can see it? There you go. That's the box. Cut, folded, scored, burnished and everything. Right, Designer Series paper. So it's the Kaleidoscope again, But this one's the pink with the little triangles, and I just think it's really cute. I just do, I love it. So I've got 4 pieces that measure 2 by 2 1/8 of an inch, which is 5 by 5.2 centimetres. So a little bit of snail on the back of all 4 of those. And when you're cutting a pattern, make sure your pattern is the same all the way round. So I'm going to just position these on so all of my triangles are going up in the same direction. Oh, and I've just stuck that down and wibbled it. Let's try that again. There we go. So all my triangles are pointing up, but you know, you can have them any other way. It doesn't have to be. There we go. And then to get this trim that's around the bottom, this is the strawberry slush ruffle stretch trim ribbon, just cut off a length to how far you think you need to be with a little bit of excess, and then take your sticky strip, which is looking like it's going to run out, and just position it where you want it to go. And obviously I want mine to go all the way around the width of the box. Peel off the backing. Where's my, there it is, my paper piercer. And then you just gently lie it on it. Don't stretch it too much, because although it is stretch ribbon, you don't want it to be stretched and not sticking and fighting against the sticky. So that's the little trim at the bottom. And then I need some sticky strip on here, which is the close. And I can't find the end. There it is. It's a bit there. And then depending on what you've got going on inside the box as to how reinforced you need the glue and adhesive under here. If you're putting in a heavy balm, which is what I know is going to be going in this particular box design, then you would put loads of sticky strip and adhesive, you know, or rather put it on all 4 of these bases, but I'm not, I'm just going to fold it once. So, sides built, this section here, fold it all in, and then the bottom, fold that up. And then depending on, you know, whether you want to round the edges of the inside like I did on my original or not, that's up to you. I'm just going to round the corners here. And then that will feed inside there and close nicely. And actually I need to trim ever so slightly. I don't know how well you can see it. I've cut just slightly to the wrong side of the score lines. So I just need to trim that down a tiny weeny bit, and that should close in nicely. There we go. So that's the box built. To put the decoration on, because I wanted that over that side, and that's obviously where the back of my box is, where the seams and things are, I'm just going to grab a hole punch, and this is just a standard hole punch. Pick it up at a stationer's, and then doesn't really matter where. And actually this ruffled trim ribbon is great because it's quite bulky. You can get a decent knot going on. I mean, you wouldn't do this with thin skinny ribbon, it would just, you know, pull through, but you can get a knot of considerable size that won't pull through. See, it's not pulling through, so just trim off the excess bit there. Put it inside your box apparently. Feed it through the other side. Trim off the excesses again, and that's the little handle made. How cute! And then finally, just to finish, because this is Stampin' Up and I like stamping, I have got some strawberry slush ink, and I've got some more of the Naturals white, and I've got some strawberry slush cardstock, and I'm using the Starburst sayings. Now this set is actually on a bundle. You can get the matching Starburst framelits to go with it. I'm just going to cheat for now because, you know, this isn't a big shot project. This is a hand cut project. So I'm just going to use circle punches. So I've got the Celebrate saying, which is just popped out of view. This one down here at the bottom. So I'm going to stamp that. That's not a big enough piece probably. Let's get a bigger one. Oh look, here we go, I could use that one. That was from the edge of the box. One of those, and pop it just off to one side for a second. And I've got 3 of my circle punches that are going to go up in size. 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 3/8. So I'm going to have this one cut out with the 1 inch. So the next one I want to do is the 1 1/4. So I'm going to cut another one with the Naturals White. That's just gone firing itself off my desk. A 1 3/8 in the Strawberry Slush. Now that should have dried now. Ink takes just a few more seconds to dry when you're using the Naturals cardstocks. That on there, and then layer the whole lot up on dimensionals. And then pop it on the top and box build. Did I put those holes in the wrong part? I did! I can't believe I've done that. That was meant to be at this side. Oops. I can't believe I did that. But you know what? It's 11 minutes 38 seconds. I'm not going to start again. You know where I was meant to put that. Look at that. I give you bloopers live in a video. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I blame the cold. I've got one. Bye for now.